Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, and getting listeners back again with another episode here. Um, for whatever reason, we had technical difficulty yesterday. The episode did not air. By the time I even could get it to function, it was too late in the day. So that being said, we broke we broke a streak of uploaded episodes. Whatever, it happens. 110, 115, whatever. This is your only Daily Brewers podcast. We are on all platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Castbox, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, you name it, we are there. Uh, Try to do this every day, guys. It's been a grind so far. One of the things that keeps this show going is the fact that there's a season going right now. But when the rigmaroles of the season happen and things happen, storylines change, we're good, we're not good, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So we're coming up with a fresh approach, is what I'm trying to say. This show is going to be changing going forward. Um, every day we break down the game, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're still going to add that. We're going to add some new features to the show. Um, just change it up a little bit. Different takes, different things um, that I think are much needed in this whole process. I think um, one of the struggles I've had is we're constantly changing and doing different things, and I want to keep doing different things. It's just a matter of writing episodes and doing different takes and different stuff. So today we're going to break down the good, the down, the bad, and the downright ugly. We're going to talk about how our April went. Now that we are going into May, a few mere hours, or you're probably listening to this in May because that's when it uploads, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time every day. And we're going to keep continuing. So today I did a podcast with uh, the Barrel MKE. Peter Go has been on the show here a couple times. It's a good episode. Go over Barrel MKE if you don't follow them and you like Brewers podcast. They give some good insight. They're very analytical, good stuff. I'm going to keep up with doing the dailies. We're going to talk daily. We're just going to have different segments, things to look forward to throughout the week. You can let me know if a mailbag is necessary, but I personally, I don't like the mailbag episodes of podcasts. I just don't know why. But you can keep sending your questions every day. So the big thing today, the game was a loss in the series final. We had already taken the series, so for it to be a loss at this juncture was not too big of a deal. We're at a good spot. Um, Still in second place to those darn Pirates, but that's okay. 18-10 is now our record. Um, Really, the offense didn't show today was the big thing. Only 3 hits, of which you're talking Anderson, Telez, and Weimer. Are our 3 hitters today. So we didn't have much offense going. Just kind of a pitcher's battle. Colin Ray on the mound did go 5 innings. Just gave up 2 earned runs. That's not a bad outing. That's still considered quality in all sense of the words. But the problem is when you don't get run support. You look at Corbin Burns' record like a year ago. He did not have run support. Brandon Woodruff did not. I mean, there's plenty of times that Brewers have not provided run support. Now, with this team, this is a different team than we've ever had before. So it's not a matter of that it's a consistent run support issue or a run support game. Um, so I would not qualify the pitching there as bad. I mean, it was just 3 runs. It's not that should be mountable by any offensive concerns. But we did get shut out. So when the bats go cold, they go cold. It happens. Tomorrow they might light up. We don't know that. But I think one of the things that you see here, you look at guys averages across the team, and you're looking at Perkins 0.83 .083 after today. And I said in podcast conversation, which you can go back to Barrel MKE, like I told you, Perkins was kind of the last option. When Mitchell went down, we should have saw Freelick, but because of circumstance, we have enough backup that we brought up Perkins to be that guy. Unfortunately, Perkins has not performed in the majors. Doesn't say he can't yet. He's kind of fresh. Weimer is starting to get the batting average back, on the other hand. So, shades of positive. There's always shades of positive in everything. Weimer's been playing really great in the field. That diving catch yesterday was intense. I talked about that on yesterday's episode, which didn't end up airing, so we'll just talk about it a little bit today. And then the bullpen. I mean, the bullpen, outside of, Milner gave up a run, which, the bullpen can give up a run here and there, and that's fine. This game is not a detriment. It's not the Brewers are screwed. It's not like going out of last weekend where we kind of dropped one and then we dropped another. It's not that. We're still ranked number 4 in the power rankings, so that's a huge positive right now for the Brew Crew. Just let's get the bats going a little bit more. We've had hots and colds, goods and bads. Payamps, Milner. So I would say the good is it was only a 3-run game. It was only a 3-run shutout. You did give up a Shohei Ohtani bomb, but for anybody who cares about baseball, this was actually good to see. I wish I would have at least got to go to this game of the series, but unfortunately, things don't work out sometimes. But there'll be another opportunity to see the Angels, I'm sure, or Shohei Ohtani, I'm sure. Other than that, yeah. The bad is just the lack of hitting. I would say downright ugly. There's nothing downright ugly about this game. It's a 3-0 loss. It's nothing huge. We still won the series. And it is what it is. I couldn't have, and I said this earlier today in podcast form, but I'm going to say it to my audience as well. I couldn't have pictured a better scenario for the Brewers going into the 2023 season. There was a lot of questions. I had questions about these Joel Payamps, these Hobie Milners and Peter Strzelecki's. Are they really going to perform? Is our Wade Miley going to be good? Is Freddie going to be able to come back? I think these were all the question marks on the plate. That was all there. We didn't know who the bullpen was going to be. And now through injuries, we're holding strong at second place. 18-10 record, 6-4-3, 1.5 games back of the Pittsburgh Pirates, with offensive leaders batting .295, William Contreras, Christian Yelich with 22 runs scored, home runs of 8 by Rowdy Tellez. Brian Anderson's batted in 20. Rowdy Tellez is batted in 20. Christian Yelich has stolen 5 bases. Those things were not things I even thought about. First of all, I didn't see Brian Anderson's role being as big as it is. Christian Yelich, he's a wild card. You don't know. But offensively, he's still getting on base. So, and that's a crucial thing. 3 wins. I did not foresee the 3 leaders of the team being obviously Corbin Burnes. I mean, Corbin Burnes, yes, of course. But I didn't see Eric Lauer being in there. I didn't see Wade Miley being in there. They're unforeseen things, And Freddie, don't forget Freddie. We have 4 3-win guys right now. Devin, 5 saves. I didn't foresee Bryce Wilson having long saves, 3-inning saves. That's really cool. Wade Miley has 1.86 ERA. Didn't foresee that. Freddie Peralta, 31 strikeouts. I kind of saw Freddie getting some strikeouts. I'm not going to lie about that. Wade Miley with a 1.0 whip. Didn't see that one coming. So a lot of good things happened in the month of April. and it goes without saying, then I think that's perfect. So let's talk about kind of some of these series coming out in Chicago. And taking 2 of the first 3 games was huge. And then to win the 3 at home versus the Mets, like I said, I was at opening day and I was at the Wednesday game. Great to see. Taking a series against St. Louis. Yeah, we dropped 2 to follow that up, but we won against the teams that we needed to. Mets, that's a statement win because they're a great team. D-backs, yeah, they've now shown that they're a better team. Padres beating the Padres 3 of 4 games was good. The Mariners sweep was huge. Red Sox lost that series. That happens. I mean, they are still a AL East team, which is tough. And losing the series to Detroit, that was kind of a gut punch, maybe a reality check. But then we came back and we won 2 more. So these are the ebbs and flows of baseball. These are the things that we're going to see all summer long. And now we're getting into should be warmer weather. Let's just speak optimistically about it. Let's say it should be warmer weather. Some of the real awesome things we're getting to see: Joey Wiemer's bats, Bryce Turang, the Grand Slam. Freddie's kind of come into form, like we're starting to see good Freddie. We've seen good Wade Miley, which is crazy. And Corbin struggled a little bit. Woody going down hurt. It hurt bad. But through injuries, we're still sitting here second place at the end of month 1 of Major League Baseball. And we've played some tough teams, some teams from the AL they're going to be tougher. And to come out of April with a ranking of number 4 on the power rankings, to be one of the top 4 teams in Major League Baseball says a lot about what they've done already this season. And it can only continue and get better. I mean, we've done it pretty hurt. And we have guys that are set to come back too. So, you're looking at your Adrian Hausers, who could be a key role right now because of the position that we're in, with being down Brandon Woodruff. He could be a key role. Not that Colin Ray hasn't filled in well, because Colin Ray has done some things in the interim. I mean, he hasn't won a game, but he's contended and helped the team compete. So to be number 3 to teams like the Braves, the Rays, the Blue Jays, for us to be number 3 to that, in a goofy season, I was talking about this too. One of the things, you're seeing teams that aren't normally top teams, kind of playing well, and it's because of the new rules and the change of the game. So that's what's making this really fun and a really good time. And they say right here, a 3-3 week didn't drop the Brewers at all, though it did drop them down in the NL Central thanks to those scorching Pirates. Our voters clearly still see the Brewers as the class of the division, especially considering what's happening in St. Louis right now. And they head west this week for 6 games against Colorado Rockies and the Giants, both sub 500 teams. So the MLB writers and whoever they poll for this power rankings says that we're going into a week that should be pretty easy for us. Looks like word from Brandon Woodruff is they're targeting June with him. June, July. So, I mean, that's good. Like I said, we did acquire a guy, Trevor McGill, former Twin, Cub, 6 ERA and 67 appearances. Doesn't sound too good, but it sounds like a Brewer guy. It sounds like a Brewer acquisition. Maybe we can get a little lightning out of him. Tyrone Taylor and Adrian Hauser expect to be activated this week. Javi Guerra got traded to the Rays. We will receive a player to be named later or cash. Yeah, it just says that we'd already gotten him from the Rays and we're sending him back basically for a player or cash. So Adrian Hauser, Gus Farland. Gus Farland should be back. He's been pretty good. He was unexpected. I honestly didn't expect a guy that was a Rule 5 pick to make the roster and be as good as he's been and as crucial to the team. So I think that will be good to see him back in the bullpen. Tyrone Taylor first week of May. So this week we should see him, which is good. I mean, that sends Perkins back down, I would expect, unless there's something else that happens. Bush is going to be late May, so end of the month. And Garrett Mitchell's out. Urias should be coming back too, so it'll be interesting to see where they work him and how they use him. When Wilson's still July and Jason Alexander is late. I kind of made the joke that Colin Reyes has been a little bit better, at least, than Jason Alexander has been. And that's true. I agree. Is this right? Did I miss this stat? He did strike out 9. Colin Reyes struck out 9 today, guys. Holy shit. Pardon my language, but damn. So where we sit, that's where we sit, guys. That's, in a nutshell, how this season has been so far, and it's been good. I can't complain. Just don't go on Twitter. Avoid Twitter because those people are so negative. Yeah, some Facebook too. You know where you should go? BrewsFanatic.com. BrewsFanatic.com is a website. It's not just a website that has stats and stories and maybe some videos by a guy you may be watching right now. But it has community. It has a fan base. Formerly BrewsFans.org. This website is really kind of a different animal in and of itself, and it's really fun. So if you haven't already, go join them and chat some baseball with some fun fans. I like it. I like it over there. The water's fine. I unfortunately, just with the busyness of this month, a lot of things have happened. I did not get a chance to do as many side videos as I'd like. We'll get back into that in these coming weeks here. So I think one of the things that I did see and that I really liked this month, and with everything going on and the wins and the losses and everything, this team has really kind of gelled. And it's a different team. We're younger, we're different. And that's speaking really good volumes. 'Cause if you look at the top teams in baseball right now, you've got the Pirates, us, the Mets kind of are the oldest one in the group. Atlanta is pretty young. Arizona is one of the top teams in baseball. Let's run this down real quick so you take a look at the standings where they stand in April. So if you look, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, Chicago, Cincinnati, and St. Louis, which is hilarious. But if you look at like just the top teams, so we'll go Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Arizona, Tampa, Minnesota, and Texas. All relatively young teams at the core. Some of the old, and that's kind of the new, we're in the new age of baseball, but that's kind of the new thing is with these new rules, these new players, faster, the game's getting faster. Those are the things that are going to benefit us. And with this roster that we have right now, it really speaks well for us that we have this roster of players. I don't think that there is really a standout. I guess I would say it's like, yeah, we've got one veteran, one real veteran player. We did add um, Winker, who's a veteran as well, but um, we have a slew of infielders. So I think what we're gonna do is get some depth here back with Tyrone Taylor coming in. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe Owen Wheeler. I don't know. These guys are all born in the '90s, which is really hilarious to me. I feel like an old man now. Ooh, 86. Me and Miley are the same age. Did not know that. Yeah. So I just it was a good day for baseball. It was fun to watch, even albeit a loss. I think we got everything. If you check out this road trip, and if you went to this whole thing, or homestand, I should say, if you went to this whole thing, you got Shohei Ohtani home run. You got 2 Mike Trout home runs. You got to see them play. You got the Brewers winning 2 of 3. So, and this is going to be an every year thing. We're going to get to see these teams every year, so it's more fun in that aspect. I mean, I don't think there's a guy really that at this juncture is going to be somebody that pops out is going to be like we're going to have a standout. I guess a standout like player of the month is going to be kind of hard because everybody did it in their own. Okay, if I had to give a player of the month award or pitcher of the month or MVP of the month, I guess I would go with. I'm just trying to look at who's really performed. Um, everybody's had their role. That's the thing. Like, I'd say Wilson Contreras or William Contreras has been one of the best, followed shortly by Brian Anderson for offensive players. Just with everything Anderson has done as a Brewer so far, I really like him and what he's doing for the team at this juncture. Pitcher wise, I'm gonna go with Wade Miley, the old man, Wade Miley, Wade effing Miley. He has been really solid. Now Gus Farland is probably the reliever so far that I like the most. Um, and he's coming back, so that's good. Coming up, we have the Rockies and the Giants. So Freddie Peralta pitches Tuesday. So we got another day off tomorrow. So we're gonna do the reboot tomorrow officially. Lauer versus Freeland, and then Miley versus to be determined, and then they don't have starters for the Giants series yet. So yeah, I just moment of the month. I would say one of my favorites. If you go back through the highlights so far that what we've seen of the Brewers, I would say the moment. There's two that stand out the most in my head. Would be the grand slam from game one, home game one, I guess I should say. And then I would have to go to oh geez. Bryce Wilson had an outing and it looked like he was gonna get roughed up. That would be my first. Joey Weimer's home run was pretty epic too. His first home run in the big leagues. Oops, that's not what I want to do. So the Film Room app on MLB, I've talked about this. I'm a nerd, but the Film Room app on MLB is one of my favorite apps so far. Just in the fact that you get to see so much. Rowdy 8 home runs. I mean, every time that guy hits a home run, it's a jack. It's just an absolute jack. Brian Anderson. He's got to be the offensive guy. The other thing that's really cool about this is their celebration is the cheese head. The cheese head is probably by far the coolest part of these home runs. You can literally go back and see like old stuff. I love it. Okay, so yeah, the Grand Slam, Joey Weimer's first home run. Bryce Turing, thank you. Bryce Turing Grand Slam. Turing's been pretty fun to watch too. I'd say offensively, he's one of the coolest players to watch right now. That and Weimer, because Weimer's just coming on and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. What else is shy? The outside of baseball thing that I thought was the coolest. The Giannis jersey. Okay, yeah, that's fun. Lots of people got those. Great. Um, the cheese race the other night was probably one of the coolest things that I've seen. I wish they'd bring it like once a week, maybe. Yeah, and that's what I've got. That's what I've got this month. This month, I think that was probably the best season review or best of the month review that we'll do every month, and just talk about some things and some moments. If you've got a special moment from this month, tell me down below. I really enjoyed the walk off in the game that I went to was pretty awesome too. That was the second game, the homer in the second game. This third Mets game, second game I went to. That was probably my other favorite moment of the month. So that being said, guys, I appreciate you. Be ready for some changes around the Miller Park Minute. Maybe we'll see some new formats, some different episodes, some different reviews. Who knows what I'll come up with? But thank you guys as always for watching, sticking with me here. Hopefully there's no technical glitches tonight. I know the websites are doing some repairs, so if this isn't available right away, just keep looking. But thank you for watching. As always, guys, go Brew Crew. We'll see them back on Tuesday. You'll see me back tomorrow, or well, Tuesday morning, I guess. Thanks. Go Crew.